Right, are we good? Are we good to go?
Yeah, little bit, right? Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
We really sat down and thought about, okay, how do we curate a house? How do we build a home for a client which really transports you back in time to a day and age and an era which we all very fondly remember? How do you create those memories? How do you bring those memories and the nostalgia back? It's a 3 BHK villa in a gated community. Client brief was very short and they told us, give us a house which is rooted in tradition, closer to nature, very South Indian in the aesthetic appeal, and don't play around with a lot of, artificial elements and stuff. So try and keep it as natural as possible. After this, what they said is give us the most creative kind of a design that you can probably come up with. So what we did for this particular house is completely knocked down. For instance, they had vitrified flooring, which is not really going with our theme, and that is not what we really wanted for the house. They also had UPVC windows, which we also got rid of. So completely knocked down everything that the house had, just kept the structure along with the columns, beams and the walls. Got rid of the entire flooring, and we went for eco-friendly, sustainable Athangudi tiles. We created really beautiful patterns, played with bold colors. We also created double panel doors, which reminds you, depending on your age, probably of your grandmom's house or your dad's house. These are the feelings we try to really evoke with this particular project. And that is the true essence of, what we try to do. So for the foyer area, we've gone for 3 different patterns of Athangudi tiles, which opens up into the steps, which is also made out of solid wood, which is natural. And we kept a 5-seater sofa in this particular space. There is a small storage box at the back, which is concealed by a separator. So the client had a lot of heritage furniture, and we really didn't want to let go of them because they were made out of really good quality wood, and they all had a very interesting story to tell. So they are also into art, and we really were very keen on displaying all the art that they had. So we created dedicated spaces to display the art forms that they had collected over a period of time, which are really beautiful to look at. So that is also a part of the overall design that we have envisioned. We went for a different tile and a different combination of pattern tiles for this area to create a visual distinction, but also create a sense of space. So the dining and the double height cutout area opens up into a beautiful courtyard. This is the courtyard space. We remodified the entire garden. And in this courtyard, what we specifically did was we created a green spine or a curved planter box, so to say, and we planted a lot of shrubs and plants in this particular area, and this flows all the way onto the kitchen's utility area. So the dining area opens up into the bedroom where we have a queen-sized bed, and we've also created a puja unit which is adjacent to the kitchen. So for the puja unit, what we did is we went for a long spindle where this entire spindle is made out of one solid block of wood. These beautiful, pieces that you see, and the intricate design pattern of the cylindrical shape that has been given onto this. So moving into the kitchen area, we changed the layout a little bit, extended the kitchen, created a utility space in order for them to sort of suit the Indian cooking style a little better. We also have a niche for a crockery unit, and we have a preparation counter which is of 2 levels. So this particular counter is slightly higher then this counter, which enables it to be used for multiple reparations and uses. So overall, this now becomes a parallel kitchen. Now the kitchen also opens up into the pantry or the utility area. We made a combination of bold colors and bold tiles and textures. So we created a pattern tile on the kitchen floor along with a combination of your kadapa and your kota stone for the borders. So moving on to the upper floors, you come back into the transition area, climb onto the landing, and then take the stairs to the upper floors. For the railing, we also went for a very minimal kind of a design where we used MS rods and topped it off with solid wood handles and rails to grab on. So the clients are really into reading and they wanted us to create a space in the house where they could sit down, grab a book and sort of relax and unwind. So we created a bay window seating area in the first floor, which was not a part of the original plan. We played around with a lot of beautiful elements like spindles, wooden pillars. We've created a staircase which looks over onto the area at the bottom. We've gone for a sustainable chandelier which is made out of banana fiber and it hangs from the top floor onto the bottom floor, creating a beautiful aesthetic view. We also beautified this entire wall with wood carvings to mimic the Haveli or the Jaroka. As you move into the master bedroom area, you can see the master bedroom is quite big. We've also given multiple storage points with a study table along the wall. We have played with 3 different Athangudi tiles. So the main outer area is one Athangudi tile along with a border followed by another Athangudi tile. This is an eco-friendly and a sustainable tile, and the way these tiles are manufactured is really beautiful and it's handmade, and we wanted to sort of support the local artisans. So we got these tiles custom made and all these patterns for our requirement. Now as you move into the kids' bedroom from the corridor, to create the effect of leading onto a corridor, we also created a pattern tile here and a pattern here, which gives you a sense of being in this common space. The kids' bedroom also has a bunker bed, which we've created in this particular corner. Kids' bedroom has one pattern and the built-in wardrobe and the dresser has a different pattern for the Athangudi tiles. The reason we put the study table along with the seater here is because you have a beautiful corner window that opens up into the courtyard, giving you a very nice view into the garden. And this entire space opens up into a built-in wardrobe. Even the hinges and the door knobs, we went for antique finish brass knobs. And those are the small details, even the switches and the kind of fans that we selected, the antique finish fans. These really transport you back in time, and every detail to the final T will remind you of those good old days. So that's what we really try to do with this particular